In this video, I'm going to lead you through how to start using color pencil on black paper. We're going to first get a new piece of black paper and fold it into quarters. When you're done, it should look something like this with 4 sections. Then we're going to begin drawing in the top left section, and I need you to draw a circle with a little oval beneath it to designate for shading, and this is what it looks like close up. Now we're going to begin adding the under layer of white color pencil, starting with the dark highlight in the upper left-hand corner and stretching the white throughout the circle. What I want to do is designate a section that looks like a crescent that remains black, and that will be the shadows that are casted through the color once we add them. Similarly, I'm going to add some highlight around the bottom shadows section that you created. And we're going to just use white and go around that, and then we'll stretch that out a little bit so at the edges the value is much softer, and it looks like this. We're going to continue adding layers of white, going back over what we've just done in the same manner, just adding your darkest highlight in the upper left corner and stretching that color down. And now we're going to start pushing the edge of our white into the black section to create more of a hazy effect. And we'll do the same thing with the highlight that is beneath the circle, just adding more highlight so that it looks like this. At this point, we are going to finalize our base of white, and we're just adding finishing touches, stretching out the white a little bit so that the shadow that is cast is a bit hazy in some sections, and making sure that we have finished up. Now it's time to add color. I chose a bright red. And what I want to do is start adding the color in the same way that I added my first layer of white. Starting off really lightly at the front, I went around the highlight. I did not color the highlight. And as I am going down the circle, I'm adding more pressure. And you'll see that the color gets darker and darker as I'm adding more pressure, even over the black. The black area is going to be the darkest, and that's why we left it black. So this is my first layer of red, and I'm going to keep layering it and layering it, starting from the top and developing that hue more so at the base of my circle and stretching that back up so that from the bottom it goes dark to light, and from the top it goes light to dark, like this. That was my first layer. I'm going to add a second layer, and the second layer is really going to stretch that color a little bit into that highlight so that highlight is a little bit more focused, and blending that color a little bit around, making sure I'm going over my original white highlight, going back over the black area of my circle so that it pops. So now that I've added color, it's time to enhance the shadow. And I chose yellow because I thought it would pop against the red. And I'm simply going to go over the white with the yellow softly and leave some edges to remain white that are really, really hazy, really just soft. And I'm actually adding in some cast shadows with black just to make sure that my shadow makes sense with where it's placed beneath the circle. I'm even adding some back into my original circle in the red area just to make that section pop. This is where it should be on your folded paper, and this is what it looks like close up.